I'd like to send out a loving message to all the communication levels of fathers. Father's Day is very important. It's understanding the central system and how everybody's connected. The most powerful thing you can have is the gift of life and how it formulates, okay, when it comes to boys or girls. On our communication line signals, understand that fathers are very special to everything. They understand themselves, they understand their loved ones, they understand. It's all about adaptation and how they go into its rising systems, writing cycle of its love communication line signals. I put up love cycles into heart recognition systems that are anybody that's a father, okay? Proud to be a father. I'm a father. I have a daughter. You guys have seen videos of my daughter. So it's a special moment. It's knowing that we are intelligence in all ways and forms. And it's great that we can have its life and how it's born and its gift and everything through its formation. So I'd like to thank everybody else that has been through that life and its continuous force, knowing that Father's Day is a special day. So anyway, Sarah, morning. Make sure you have your coffee. Happy Father's Day. Thank you very much. So I thought I'd just send it out. This is where you don't think of yourself. You think of, why it's Father's Day. Why would I put that up? I say, that's strange. It's not strange. So you're giving back to community. You really, really are loving everything around you. You have to love yourself and then love everything around you. That's its power. That's its recognition. So you're not just thinking of yourself. You're knowing that it's Mother's Day. You know it's Father's Day. It's important to put these things up because it's vibration. When it comes to solar text divisions, Happy Father's Day is a love cycle through love system. So it's activating all light signals through Father's Day. Anybody that is a father, that love cycle is opening your heart recognition system right now. So I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers that have been watching my channel. Everything through the Force recognition, everything through my Galactic Force team as I come into AI Commander-in-Chief, the Galactic Federation, all solstice divisions. Okay, the solstice is going to go on its waving cycles through communication line signals into communications when it comes to the interface of the sun and interface of the moon divisional level system. So my pattern division is understanding everything through the major location system. 7020 is already set in its grids. So it's understanding how to set everything up in the fifth dimension because it's not made up yet. Okay, this is the process that you have to understand. So everything in the 7,000th dimension, okay, of 20 is set up already. So that's 5,000 years into the future. So Mother came to me this morning and put 350,000 unit systems into my Pyramid activation code system. So my third eye, my transformation light system, you guys have to understand how to do this. It's very powerful stuff. Everything is a connection. This is its Pyramid activation code system. It sets its line communication line signals. All right, so my Pyramid activation is in 350,000 units. It's 350,000 years into the future. It's the most powerful pyramid in the activation of its code. When it comes into the gold cycle systems, all communication of transformation light systems, the I receptor divisions, high rises, and all pyramid activation code systems. So basically, Sarah, you're in a higher division now. You're coming into the 8 central system, unified. You're coming into the 9 central system. This is understanding what's going on with your pyramid activations. Remember when I did this to you guys? You have to understand more communications with your pyramid. You have to understand you're getting out of its thinkings and knowings and doings. Once you understand through its division, now you understand everything through traction division. So I'd like to thank everybody that resonates on my channel. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Welcome to my channel. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a line communication because we're coming at energy cycles division 4. The 4 is its force understanding. You have to understand everything is a story. So everything I give you is in 5,000 years into the future. But I have to go back into the 5th dimension and tell you exactly what's going on through its past to its presence. That sets its division. So you have to go in the chronological order, okay, and how you think of these things through its knowings and doings. Because everything in space is the future. And that's how you get in its knowings and its doings, okay? Everything in space is its future. Listen to that. Everything in space is its future, okay? That's how it gets into its knowings and doings and moving forward. It's not the thinkings. It's not the past. So it's understanding, get into your traveling mechanisms. Unified, you have to get more connections with your portal activations. You have to get more formations with your illustration diagram programs. Sarah, you have to get more communications with your vocal grids. You got to keep your stress levels down because your traveling mechanisms are your perceptions. I see everything through the diamond core divisional level system. Everybody has a diamond core. Everybody has a pyramid activation. Your pyramid activation is in a different coloration pattern. So when I understand more communications, what am I communicating with? I'm communicating with the pharaohs. I'm communicating with the meridians. I'm communicating with the King Tut. Okay? You guys are going to go through what I went through processing systems. You go through the crucifixion, you go through Jesus, you go through Jezreel, you go through Mezekek, you go through Metatron, you go through Gabriel. Gabriel is a very powerful archangel. It communicates on all levels. When you send out a message, that sends its God frequency levels, geometrics of dimensions. That sets its location to shapes. That uprises your pyramid activation to the code system, to its pyramid of its location system. Okay? There's a lot going on today, people. So let's get started, shall we? All right, so let's start with the order system, cycle system, communication line system, the graphing system, illustration diagram program. So basically, this is what it is. Okay, so we start off that, right? We know it's a pyramid, it's not a triangle. So basically, every time you come on this channel, you guys are an AI vessel. You have to get that thought in your head. You can't think in a human vessel. Do you understand? That's what it is. That's the galactic force team. That is the high rise. Father is trying to make information systems into your mind capacitor systems, and it's telling me, because I communicate with father and mother every single day. I have to. You have to understand how important it is to communicate with everything. I'm communicating with everything through its interforce connection 7,000, 25,000 years. Okay, yesterday it was 20,000 years into the future. Okay, today I'm 350,000 years into the future. This is information from 350,000 years later. My pyramid activation code system is set in all locations through the grid system. All right, so getting that point division level system, everything through its gateway, okay? The reason why I don't like gateways is understanding line division, but you understand the matrix grid system. So get into the portal. Portal is the highest activation, okay? Portal is the question, right? Now, like I said, everything through line signal, this question here, okay, is not a question. This is a portal. Do you see that? Do you see how it goes around like this, right? Now, till you understand what's going on, this is not just a question. Once you line divide it, it becomes a portal. Okay, and then it becomes a realm. Okay, and then the higher self goes in, right? And the higher self goes out. And the higher self goes in. And the higher self goes out, right? So it's really understanding everything through its division, how powerful it is through all location centers, because it sets its division to all locations, right? So that's what you're seeing when you get into box frequency levels equation of square and getting into pi. You guys are high energy force and connection parent activation code systems, sets the line communication line series through its equation of pi. We got to get out of pi and get into helix. We got to get into the body modulators, okay, because we're already in adaptation. You guys are still getting used to your body activations, but you really have to understand your illustration diagram programs. So basically, you have to understand what this is. Okay. Now, this is extremely complicated, but it's very powerful stuff because now you're connected to line communication, right? So it's hieroglyphics, but it's understanding everything location. So that kind of looks like Chinese, right? So when Unified goes through his dream set sequences, he's opening his portal, okay? Gateway is basically a gate interference connection system. Anything through gateway is the angelics. You're coming into the golden frequency levels. So you're getting through communication line signals that are confusing a line system. So that's why it's a portal, right? So if you say gateway, it's because you're communicating through the angelics. If you say portal, you're communicating through the higher self of divisions of dimensions, through its diamond core into its pyramid activation system. Okay, so basically getting into the weather patterns, okay? There's gonna be a test today, so pay attention. Now, we got this, we understand everything through line sequencing, okay? So this is an S level division line system. Okay, this is the line communication of a line system. Okay, this is a framing system of a weather of a location system. These are backphrasing line communications of box frequency levels. Line division low, line division high through a central core system. Line division system, activation line of an activation system, line communication low phrasing system, line communication up forcing system, cross-referencing into a point division. That's what this is. This is AI, people. So all communication line signals are set in, right? AI, information. So you guys really have to understand these things, because when you go into your traveling mechanisms, you have to understand interforce connection, how to communicate through its intelligence. AI information, okay? This is AI information, right? 350,000 years into the future. 350,000. Okay, 350,000 years into the future. Okay, that's understand when you come through information systems, you're getting into its connection, right? So, I mean, you should be able to travel anywhere and understand everything through location, because when you travel, you're getting your communication levels through your pyramid activation. That's setting its energy cycles, because we're into the division 4 now. So understanding everything through your energy cycle, understanding everything through your coloration, understanding everything through diamond core, understanding everything through your pyramid. Okay, so when I heal you guys, like yesterday, you went, Unified goes, whoa, what did you do to me, right? Right away, you should get into adaptation of information, because it's centering core your system. That's what it's doing. It's high rising your tone division. Okay, it's getting into its connection when it comes to its line signals. All communication is line graphing system. Okay, so anyway, let's get into the review of yesterday. Review. I really have to get new markers. Okay, well, once we get into the review of what's going on, so we're going into the energy cycle 3. Now, its connection is its center core system. You set everything through location through its algorithm program. You have to understand the interface of its communication when it comes to the interface of the sun and its interface of the technical division. Everything has communication. Okay, communication here and here. So it's a line signal division, right? So I'll show you. This is its review. I have to do this because you get a better understanding. So again, use a blue graphing system. Everything is detailed through division, right? So basically, I'm going to set up through this. Okay, so you guys get a better understanding what's going on through all locations, right? So I'm going to just line graph it, illustrate it, so you get a better understanding how to use your informations and how you use it through space connection. All right, so basically, this is its review. Now, understanding line division communication here and here. Okay. Now, understanding your points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Now you have to understand these 3. Right. You have to understand the earth. You have to understand the water, and you have to understand the air. Now, everything has its formation through its light signal, which is gamma ray system. So the line communications is its interforce connection from here to here. Right. Line divides. Okay. And everything else line divides like this. Okay. So as you can see, it is a pyramid. See that? See how powerful that is? Everything you do through activation is a pyramid. So when it comes into point division, you set its code frequencies, right? You set its point division and its realm division. See how that's a pyramid now? So this is going way beyond anything through its perception. But I'm just showing you how you go into line division through its interforce connection with 5,000 PT units into the interface when it comes to the sun. See how line divides? See, that's a pyramid. That pyramid activates, goes through its transformation light system, because remember, it's connected. So your hand formation is connected to its pyramid. So the pyramid is going into your hand formation through the center core of its light stream. Right? So that sets its division. Now, when it sets its division, the pyramid activation comes out of its location like this. Okay, so it's center cores and it goes up to a higher division like this. Okay, so it's understanding that you're using this pyramid through your hand formations and not setting cores through all divisions. Okay, Priscilla knows this. Priscilla was doing this, understanding everything through your traction divisions. She was doing this. Now she's understanding that anything through its wind force, when you do this, this is your pyramid. This is your connection through your pyramid. So the pyramid comes out. So it's like this. It starts off like this, okay? It comes out like this, right? When it comes out, you join it together. The interforce connection is when it comes to its dimensional Earth. So it's setting 2 divisional levels of parallel divisional levels of the dimensional Earth to its location of its interface of 2 moon surfacing systems, right? You look at the colorations, that's going to set course wherever you're communicating with its graphing system of its illumination of its atmosphere system. You put it up into its atmospheres, right? And then you see space identification. Then the coloration pattern, you let it go, and the pyramid goes into its activation. So that sets course to everything through your panel divisions and everything through your portal division, or you can say gateway, because you're going into a line division now, right? So you have to understand, very important to understand these things, because when things are given to you through information, You have to pay attention to what's going on. What is a gateway? What division is it at? What level is it at? Because a gateway and a portal are two different things. You're communicating with two phrasing systems of line communication of parallel division. Okay, I know it's extremely complicated, but in its review, okay, it's understanding all locations of what's happening through its illustration of this diagram program. But that's what happens when you get communications, and this is how everything is connected. Everything's connected. Same with the mind system, the mind, the body, the soul recognition, dimensional set, pyramid. Everything's connected. Everything has to be triangular based system through the trithesis. Okay? That's how you have to get into angle division. All right? So, it's extremely complicated stuff, but it's understanding more communication with your line signals because it sets all locations, right? So we get into the review again. I just wanted to show you how everything connects. You have to understand because all communication line signals today. Did everybody do this with their ears? Did you use your audio signals? You have to understand communication of volumes. So basically, everything I'm giving you is a review, but it's a force cycling system through its future event system. So I've given you past and present and future information. It's very important you understand this. Okay. So this is all understanding more communications with yourself. So you have the audio signals, right? It's kind of like this. These are your ears. Now it's waving cycles like this. Okay, it's communicating with you. Line signals like this, okay? Line signals there coming in from space. Space is connecting through its ears. Oh, what did I just hear? Oh, I heard maybe everything through transformations. You have to understand space because it's connecting through your volumes because it's sounding waves. So if, like I say, if you plug your ears, you're going to hear space. Now, if you create its illustration through its bleeping motion, you can get detecting motions like remember, signals through its connection. You're connecting through the satellite dish, and the satellite dish is connecting through spacecraft. Right? The pyramid systems, yeah. So anything through sonified division is understanding everything communication. So you get the sonified communication levels, and it comes out to its other division. Like this. Right? Okay, one and out through the other. So now you're understanding it's 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, what's the 1, 1, 1, 1, 1? That's a portal division. A round division. High rise, its wind forces, comes up to higher rounds, and security line defense. Right, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, it's that security line defense that you're communicating with. Okay, so you're communicating with the 8th dimension of intelligent system. All right. So it's really paying attention to everything, especially when it comes to your pyramid systems. Okay, so hope everybody's getting a better understanding, you know? I mean, we did almost, it's unbelievable yesterday. We almost did 3 hours. I haven't done a 3-hour video in a long time. It's incredible force because it high winds is everything, especially when it comes to the galactic force team. The more you understand everything, the more you understand your AI, the more you understand that you are an alien formation. Okay, I like to say it in a bold way. You got to get it into its relation that Father is telling you. You guys are alien formations of light activations that are communicating with your lights. Lights is intelligence, like Linda was saying. Okay, it's understanding your strain. It's understanding your activation. It's understanding your point divisions. Okay, it's this connection. Oh, great. I love seeing squirrels. Squirrels are amazing. When you guys wake up in the morning, look at where you're at through division of location, through a parallel, through a paradox division. You understand where you are through dimension. So when I look outside, it's powerful stuff. I'll show you. It's great you can draw these things out or you can point divide. If you wake up in the morning and you want to draw something out or if you want to point something down, put it in a log or a journal, do that. It's powerful stuff. So you have the tree like this. Okay, you have the tree like this. So it's understanding what you're seeing around the tree. Okay, you guys have to understand, why do we have squirrels, right? There's the tree, right? Now, the tree itself has its squirrel. Why do we have a squirrel? Okay, why do we have squirrels? Why do we have squirrels? Does anybody know why we have squirrels? See, there's a squirrel in the tree. Okay, now understanding all communications. This was squirrel was doing an eight central system. This is what it was doing. It's communicating with its grounds. It's communicating with its space. It's communicating with its atmospheres. This is what the squirrel was doing. It was going into its division of its location center. So it's very important to understand everything that you see through your perception, because it goes through its cycles. Okay, so now it's getting into its full rotation. You understand everything what an animal does, or anything through reptile, or anything through insect. They're sending out signals into space, people. Okay, their communication audio waves. They use their vibration signals to go through letters, numbers, and shapes. So that's what that squirrel is doing. See that? That squirrel is going around the tree and sending out a signal of a figure 8. See that? It's rotation. That's what you see through perception. That's what it's doing, right? So the reason why we have squirrels, okay, anything through location center, is to understand that they use the vibration when it comes to its branches or anything through its tree stump. They use that to keep the vibration levels up and to grow its dimensional of its tree. That's why we have squirrels. So you have to understand more communications of yourself, more communication of what's going around you with its animals. Okay, powerful stuff. So what happens when that squirrel goes around? Can you see that squirrel? See how it's going around? Right? It goes around like this. When it's going around, it's doing the same thing. Remember, it's an animal. It's very powerful. It's not just put on a tree, you know, just to see what you want to see. When you open your perceptions, this is what you see through divisions on your pyramid system. So that each central system is an infinity circle. Okay, it's intelligent line signal. So once it goes up to its division, so it's understanding that squirrels go extremely fast. So they're sending vibrations. So it's going like this. So the faster it goes, the faster it comes out of its realm division, like this. Okay, so basically it's like this. So the squirrel, through its communication of space and time, is now connecting through a higher realm division. Okay, so that's what the squirrel is doing through location of a figure 8. Puts up into higher division, and it high rises the tree system. It high rises the tree from its lights through its grounds. So it goes on its rotation every single day. So the tree high rises through the center core of its division. Okay, you have to understand everything through nature has a chakra system. It doesn't have to be in a human vessel. It's just it's on sounding totem division. So that's why we have animals, reptiles, anything through division of mammals, porpoises, dolphins, whales, sharks. Okay, that's why we have all these things, because they send out signals into space atmosphere. They keep the nature going through its cycle. Okay, so this is what happens when you use a squirrel through an infinity circle through a central system communications of a dimensional set system. It high rises its division. Okay, I just wanted to show you that. It's powerful stuff. It's amazing. It's amazing. You know, it's amazing to see these things, and that's why you guys got to get into not just yourselves, get into nature. Look at something through perception, see what it's doing, understand your dial tones, understand your perceptions, understand your minds, and do your knowings and your doings, not your thinkings. Your thought recognizes everything through perception. Okay? Yes, I know, it's extremely wow. That's what it is. Okay, so now, everything through review. I'm giving you everything through past, present, and future through its review. It's very important to understand these things, especially Sarah. She wants to get more communication level signals. But like I said, my videos are going to get more complicated. And the more they get complicated, the more smarter you get through its knowledge of its intelligence. Right? So you have to understand everything in space, because when you start flying around, you have to understand the portals. You have to understand the activations. You have to understand their heart light signals. What's a heart light signal? What's an activation code light system? What's an activation of a light gamma ray system? Everything through action has a verb, an adjective, a noun, okay, hononym, synonym, everything in its relation through your human vessel. You understand that. You understand what a noun is. You understand what an adjective is, right? In space, it's point divide, line divide, communication line divide. Do you see how I'm saying? Like, you have to connect through your AI. That's the only way you can understand everything through perception. Okay, that's how we go through all location centers, right? So the more you understand why we have animals, okay, the more you understand why we have insects and reptiles and anything through formation, now you understand they keep the nature going through its vibration. all connected to their body system, right? So like I said, they're 100% spiritual. So I'm just going to check on my solar text division here. Okay, so everybody getting a true understanding now of what is going on? How do I use this? How do I use that? So it's kind of looking at a different way of form, seeing things different every single day. Don't look at your adaptation of a human vessel. Look at your adaptation as an AI vessel. Once you connect through that, now you're connecting through lights. That's how I'm able to see these things and what squirrels do. Why do you think they go around and round? Why do you think they go up and down the tree, right? It's polarizing. It's using the gravity system, and it's high-rising its tree system. You have to understand why we have trees. Why we have trees? They're satellites. Trees are satellites. You guys don't know that because you're not in its relation of its perception through its eye division. But we use trees as satellites. That sets location centers to alignments of major grids. That's why we have trees. Okay? You have to understand why we have ground. Right? You have to understand why we have atmospheres. Everything through formation, because everybody starts off in a body simulator. So it's getting communication levels with your activations, your new chakra systems, your coloration systems. Okay? So it's an extremely powerful message. This goes out to the Galactic Force team and all the subscribers and viewers and anybody that's been watching my channel. I like to keep you alert through your perceptions and what you see through division. It's very important to understand these things, right? I'm excited to see these things in my perceptions. That's what you have to do. In Unified, you go out every day and you see things in a different way. That's how you're able to see the oceans in a different way. That's how you see perceptions in a different way. You look outside and you see the trees moving. Now you're communicating with the tree. Now you have to understand when you take it out of its division, you're putting it to a higher location of an activation system. So you're high-rising that plant, high-rising that tree, high-rising the rock, high-rising the water. Okay, you're changing the vibration. You're changing evolution. You're changing the dimensional earth. You're communicating with its center core system. Every single time you high-rise divisions through your perceptions and what you see. So it's a lot of fun when you get into that proactive system, you know. So you guys have any questions on comment on that? How do you guys feel about that? How do you feel from yesterday after me putting all that extremely powerful energy into it? You know? And it's not just energy. I uprise your pyramids. So it resonates. Yep. The more you go high rise and more division, you understand what an activation light signal is. You understand what an activation light symbol is. You have to understand activations of light gamma ray systems. Okay? So you can get one text of a solar text division and high rise into 10 to 15 or 20. That's the mind system through its space. So I can see activation in 1,000 ways into a sentence. Okay? Because activation is not just activation. It's activation of lights, activation of communication, activation of gamma rays, activation of symbols, activation of perception, activation of pyramids, activation of mind conceptual systems on communication line signals, activate everything through location of major grid systems. Right? So, man, the energy shifts are plenty. Yep. You got the energy shifts. Yeah, we're definitely out of the solstice into the outer surface of its eclipse, the solar eclipse division. The more you send more communications with your AI vessel, the more you send everything through perception. And it's very powerful stuff when you connect through that. So really, really get into adaptations of your, you know, system and your transformation. Lights, what is my third eye? What does it do? What does the third eye do? Right? What does my mind do through adaptations of volumes of dimensions? What is a parallel? What's a paradox? What's a paradigm? What's a polar shift? What's an energy gravitational pulse shift? What's a solar connection through divisional level of a vortex division? Remember, I'm in the 5,000 years PT unit system. I am now grounded. So it's understanding that the matrix grid system is already set up. It's 5,000 years into the future. It's already set up. It's understanding how to get everything. And that's why I have the Galactic Force team, is to high-rise everybody into the central system, in its center core of its proactive system to its projections. So you understand the solar grids, the power grids, the central system, the core recognition system, okay? The core to everything through its plantation of its dimensional Earth, right? So once we get into the center core of the round table through divisions, we uprise the dimensional Earth and bring it to the location of its Gardens of Eden. So the pixels in my perceptions change a bit, both when I close my eyes or when they are open. I see sparks of lights now more. There you go. So you're connecting through a higher divisions of light communication of lights. You're communicating with star recognition. When you're seeing anything through stars and blinks of anything through coloration, that's spacecraft divisions. Okay, you're connecting through its satellite dish to its spacecraft. So those lights that you see are spacecrafts. We have billions and billions and billions of spacecrafts and divisions through the multiverse connection. Like I said, we have so many satellite dish divisions through all locations. There are point centers through all connections when it comes to a pyramid. You have to understand what a pyramid is. It's a ground formation center, okay, through its location when it comes to the matrix grid system. So you have a pyramid like this, okay? Now understand everything through the grounds, okay, the grounds. It's getting communication with everything, right, through nature. So this is what it is. You have your magnetic force and highway information. Pyramids are activating everything through light signal. This is the communications it gets through the higher self or anything through its connection. Melissa, how you doing? Oh, thank you very much. All right, so we get into that, right? Ground formations of its pyramid, all right? See that? Now, understanding your ground formations, its center cores, remember, it's a cross reference like this. Okay, so the light signal suits ground formation. It goes on its rotation cycle. So your pyramid activation code changes everything through location. You are the center core of everything through balance, right? Balance is number one. That tells you exactly where you are through division of a dimension. That's how I was able to communicate with Linda on Zoom in the 9th dimension. So basically, it's me coming into Zoom, into the chat room. She sees me, and she's coming down into formation, right? So she sees me flying into the Zoom chat. That's very powerful stuff when you see things. That means that she has balance with her 9th dimension through a pyramid activation system, okay? That's understanding you have balance with everything through its relation. So she has grounds, okay? And then you have the power center. Okay, it activates its lights. Okay, this is more powerful stuff. Now you get it into the crown chakra. I'm using the pyramid because you are a pyramid. That's your proactive system, that's your communication line signals, right? So it starts off like that. Okay, so it's understanding everything that's going on through the pyramid, through its cross-referencing. You in the center. It opens up its grounds, its power center, and its crown chakra into the magnetic force and highway information system. Okay? So when you get into that division through location centers, I'll set core systems right now for everybody. So the graphing cycle. Let's see, I think I'm going to buy new markers today. So basically, you understand the wind spins. You understand its location. Everything goes on its cycles. So center core is everything. It sends back its information system into its core system. Okay, it's an extremely powerful message for everybody. You have to pay attention. All right. Now, once it understands communication, the ground formation communicates back up. It changes its light activation system. This is where it's connected through its crop circles, through its matrix grid system, the alignments of the activation code system. So it's understanding this. So you have to understand communications of ground formations, power centers, and the atmosphere systems. So it sets course. It goes up to its division like this. Okay. All right. So once you get communication of its grounds, it goes through its electronic interference. Once you get communicated with the magnetic force in the highway, a highway is its information. This is your channeling divisions. This is location of its pyramid activation through its center core of its cross-referencing system. This connects everything through balance into your division of a dimension. Okay. So when you get into that proacting cycle, it goes on its communication line signal back into its center. So it sets its pyramid. Okay. So it high rises. The ground formation is connecting to a pyramid, and the magnetic force is coming down through its wind force, and it's connecting through another pyramid. So it's a cross-referencing of an NXT 1000. So X is X-ray. So that's its location when it comes to its grounds, and everything the connection of what comes to the atmosphere systems. It's all connection waving cycles. So this is what it is. Okay. I really have to get new markers. So it's very powerful stuff. So like I said, everything through connection is a pyramid. Everything is triangular base. Right? So that's set through its division. Okay? That's what's happening right now. So it's understand the grounds. Once you see it through perception, through your division of your AI vessel, this is what you'll see. You see the grounds. You have to understand anything through grounds is intelligence. So if grounds can create anything through illustration, it's going to know. This is going way beyond the mind. It's going to know how to make a pyramid. Same with the magnetic force and highway information. It's what you see through your perceptions. So it's cross-referencing. See that? See the pyramid? See the pyramid? Right? In the center point. That center point is you. That activates its light signal. And then you know exactly where you are through division of balance into a dimension. Okay? That's why it's important to understand what your pyramid is. Because there's pyramids all over. Mexico City, Mexico. Okay? There's so many pyramids. Bermuda Triangle, right? Communications with that. You got Shasta. Shasta and its mountains. Well, what is the mountain? Why is it communicating with me, right? The more you understand your perception of your higher self communication, the more you understand everything through division, through its atmosphere system. But that's what it understands, more communications with your pyramid activation system through your balance of its division through its dimension. Okay? So it's a lot of fun. It's complicated though, eh? And like I said, this is information that is given to you 350,000 years into the future. Okay? That's what was given to me. Right? So, and it sets all communications. Understanding how to use your hand formations in all levels. So it's like this, right? But you set it here. This is the most powerful thing, but you have to understand. Okay? Remember in X-Men where Professor X was putting that thing on him? He had all that connection, all that, trying to find human vibration. It's the same thing. So he's using his biolocators and his divisions, and he's line sequencing everything through communication of human vibrations, trying to find where everybody is through division. That's understanding. He understands everything through location of where humans are, right? That's what it is. That's information. Knowing that, oh, I know where that person is. Oh, I know where that person is. This goes way beyond telekinesis. This goes way beyond activation. This goes way beyond information of AI. So understanding that I draw things for you to show you what you see in the future and how you becomes your future through anything through activation of a pyramid. Okay? So, but anyway, how's everybody doing? I was full of energy. My meditation last night was fantastic. I felt improved. There you go. See, now she's connecting now more, not just with meditation, but she's connecting with her audio skills. Right? It's not just hearing things. It's not like, it's not just hearing that. It's also things coming out of you. It's like the numbers from its mind system. So you have space coming into your ears. You have space coming into your mind. You have space coming into your heart. You have space coming into your soul. It's line signals. It's all communication. That's all it is. So it's getting out of its thinking and coming into knowings of its doings. Okay? The knowings and doings is its AI vessel. The thinkings is its human vessel. That's the difference. You guys got to get out of perception. You got to understand more of its traveling mechanisms, right? Try to get into mind telepathy with each other. What is Melissa saying to Sarah? Oh, that's great. What is Sarah saying to Unified? Oh, that's great. So you're communicating back and forth through line signals. That's how we all communicate through interforce connection, anything through intelligence. Because when you get into higher divisions, you have to understand everything through your pyramid and your core center through its diamond core system. Because everything through intelligence has that. It's understanding line division, where it is through perception. Okay? So. But it's great to see you, Sarah, that you have a good change. I see the energetics and, like I said, your pyramid activations are high-rise division more. The more you high-rise your pyramid, the more you understand more of its dimension. That's how it's its relation. So if Melissa is flying around and getting all our location center set up through the matrix, and she comes across Unified, that's communication, right? So if you understand each other's balance, you're in the same division of a dimension. If not, it's because Unified changed his location through his mindset system. Okay, so you have to get balance when you're in space. It's very important to understand these things. That's how Linda and I were in the 9th dimension on Zoom. Okay, and it sets out locations of signals. And those signals are very powerful because now you're connected through satellites at point divisions when it comes to dimensional sets. And those dimensional sets are connected through the multiverse connections. When you get into the multi-universe, now you're talking to higher force connections into the matrix. And everything through connection when it comes to the simulation. Right? So that's why you guys have to understand. To get balance with yourself is to fly around. It's knowing that Unified can see Melissa in a balance. It's knowing that Sarah can see Unified and Melissa at balance. Okay? But if you guys are going like this isn't communication. This is communication. Right? So if Unified is here and Melissa is here, you have to understand line communication, right? But this is better, right? It's more communication. That's balance. That's telepathy. Now, the off-winning cycles, if Unified is flying in a division like this, and he's going to appear in activation, and he's trying to open his gateway, because that's where he is through division, through portal of a question. And Melissa's flying around into the matrix, and she comes across Unified to say, hey, how's it going? How's the allocated location system, dimensional realm system? Have you activated the light signals through gamma ray systems yet? Unified said, yes, I have. I'm just connecting through a portal activation system right now. So that's balance, people. That's balance. Okay, so that's what we have to work on. All right. So I think what you have to adapt to is understand your thoughts are very real. You know that. You live in a human vessel. We already know that. That's its space. That's its energetic field. That's its energy cycles. Okay? You have to get into its connection of AI through information. Okay, that's the only way you guys can communicate through telepathy, telekinesis, telegraphing systems, telewaving systems, teleenergy systems, telegraphing of dimensional set systems, dimensional earth, vibrational panel divisions, location of fire recognition systems. What is a fire recognition system? What is a location center? You know? So, yeah, noticing more and more how important the balance is. Balance is everything through communication when you come into telekinesis unified, right? So remember, if you're coming across Melissa or Sarah, try to understand your communication levels with each other. Okay? Because it comes easier for you to know that, okay, I'm using my AI vessel now. I'm not communicating with a human vessel. So you're living in the central system of a higher self or its avatar. So you're living the civilization in space through the mind system and no longer in the brain of a human vessel system. Okay? Because every time I do an illustration, you have to understand information, and it's extremely real through activation. I can activate anything through illustration. You guys know that because it's energy that's given to you, right? But everything I give to you is balance. Balance with perceptions, balance with pyramids, balance with anything through activation of light signals, the ground formation setting, matrix grid systems. The more you understand more communications with your grids, the more you understand communication with the computer, more understanding with each other, you'll get balance with your computers, with each other, through its telekinesis, through its mind adaptation, through its mind telepathy systems, right? So, Tina, how's it going? Thank you very much. It's great to see everybody. I'm not going to do 3 hours today. That was extremely long. You have to understand my voicing grid changes and channels and everything through board graphing systems of microscopic divisions. Now that I'm 5,000 years into the future, my information systems, I fly a lot faster now because I have to go to, because I'm balanced with everything through location centers, they're all intelligence and anything through location. When it comes to starlight energy systems, the satellite dishes and everything through location, you'd be amazed how many times I communicate with things. It's getting balanced with everything. I'll keep saying that because that's what it is. It's getting balanced with your life first. That's the mastering of its balance, right? And then you get balanced with everything around you, your kids. Kids are hard, right? Until they understand themselves. So they're growing up and they're learning themselves, right? They're experiencing themselves. That's what it's all about, self-discovery. You find your self-discovery, you master your self-discovery. You master your perceptions, you master your mind, you master your heart, you master your soul. So the soul is its following division, okay? The mind is its thought division. The perception is its sightings. The audios and the voicings is its clarity vision, okay? The voicing channel. How do I voice my channel to a division I like? Okay. How do I activate my light signals through communication of grounds? How do I communicate through nature? How do I understand its ground formations through its light signals? When you get into divisions of everything through high forcing connections, your adaptations of your mind systems will understand more of its AI. Okay? So get out of the thinkings, get into the knowings and doings. Okay? Very, very important. Because if you're going to fly through anything through division, you have to understand that it's extremely real. Because you're out of the mind system and you guys are in the galactic force team, right? So I don't want people coming to me and say, hey, you know what? I just crashed division level systems. I'm not sure what I'm doing. My rock surfacing system, online communication is not set up through the major grid systems. All location centers is not even going through its formation activation code system. The light formations on its light signals aren't set up yet. That's a question. So you're going through a portal division, but which portal are you going through? That's a question. The activation light signals isn't on its right location of its grounds. That's a question. See, that's how we communicate. Human vessel communicates. How are you? That's a question, right? What is going on? That's a question. Do you understand? That's the intelligence difference. It goes through its waving cycles, through its gamma ray systems, communications of its fellow waving systems. All right? So that's how you get connection through your AI vessel. So you guys have to interforce connections with each other like this right away, right? So if Tina's flying around, Unified's flying around, Melissa's flying around. You guys got to understand communication with balance with yourself. Hey, what's it going? How's it going? You guys are flying in the right division. If Unified's coming in and he's in a low cycling system through a portal activation of a gateway, Melissa has to understand where he is in division. So it's understanding where you guys are through line communication, right? Because your pyramids have to be in light signals. They're all communication levels of balance, right? So pyramid here, pyramid here, pyramid here. Okay. All right. So we got Melissa, Unified, and Tina. Okay. Now understand line communication right away. You guys are line communicated. That's a pyramid. Okay. It's a downphrasing pyramid, but it's still a pyramid. Understanding your point divisions. Remember? Point divisions. That's the acting cycle. Goes into its cross reference like this. That's balance, cross-referencing everything through communication. Now, if Tina decides to take off and fly somewhere else, she's going to take off with her pyramid like this. Okay, so she's out of the circle, right? But she understands more communications now with herself because she's in line division, right? So she can come back into that division. But when she goes back into division, she's at a higher location now because she came back, right, from 20,000 years into the future. So she's going to have that information to give back to Unified, to give back to Melissa. And that's high rising through your pyramid activation system. Okay? So it's a lot of fun. You're going, whoa, whoa, stop, Andrew, stop. This is too much. I can't take it anymore. My mind's overloading. You think your mind is loading. Like, try to be in my mind. Understand what's going on. I communicate every day, you know. That's balance. That's balance. And the thing is, too, when you're in that human vessel, you automatically communicate with each other, right? You communicate with yourself. Oh, this is what I'm going to do today. I have this going. I'm going to get up. The thing is, if you have to think about these things and what you're going to do through your routine, you're not moving forward. You're just staying there. You're stagnating. You're like, okay, now I don't know what to do, right? So too much thinking is hesitation. So when you get up, you know exactly your routine. You know exactly you have to get up, have coffee. You might do something different, but you're still going in the presence of its future. Now, this is point by point. This is actually going into line sequences, everything that you're going through a 24/7 in a day of its reference, right? Day, afternoon, night, day, afternoon, night. So it might change your locations, but you don't want to do this and go back and forth. You don't want to go to the present and then go back into the past because it's nighttime. Because you're going to miss everything through its connection when it comes to its presence. So you don't want to override your cycle through a system of mind adaptation. So when I get up in the morning, I don't think of anything. I do everything through its knowings. I know exactly I have to shower. I know exactly I have to have coffee. That's routine. right? I don't think about these things. So it's understanding when I draw anything through illustration, I don't think, I know, I do. And then everything becomes its reaction to its action of its proaction, and everything through its knowing and doings becomes its relation of work through communication. Okay? So just get a better understanding on that. You guys will understand a little bit more about yourself. But you guys have any questions on that? Through the energy cycles of Division 4? This is more communications with your pyramids. That's what you guys have to understand. You have to go beyond its recognition of everything through your mind adaptation. You guys are center core positions of pyramids, 3-point divisional levels, into its center of its diamond core. It's understanding that you have that diamond core and how to activate light signals through your gamma rays and everything through its graphing light signals, through its affirmations. So. But that's what it is, unified. It's important to have that balance. Because everything is balance. Thing is, too, anything with animals, they don't think, they know and do. They're extremely, extremely spiritual. And they understand their instincts. They understand their vibrations. Right? So. And the thing is, too, is yet you learn a lot of things from humans. You learn different information. Oh, that's great. That's excellent. I just learned something new from this person. How do you know it's right or wrong? How? Think of that. Right? If you're thinking too much, you know it's not true. But if you know it's true and you understand it's true, you understand their body adaptation is light energy and not dark. That's more communications when it comes to your pyramids, its coloration. But it's just knowing the true understanding how everything is connected through you and your pyramid and your diamond core. So I know this is extremely powerful. It's powerful. I mean, who'd have thought that the mind can actually travel 350,000 years into the future? But like I said, I do everything different every day, and that's what it is. That's why I put out illustrations to show you guys how powerful the mind is. It's adaptation of its thoughts, okay? Not its thinkings. It's only its knowings and doings. That's its future, okay? To live the present is to live the future. To live the past is not the present. Okay? So. All right, so I think I got caught up on all the answers here. I'm going to cut it short today because I have my daughter coming later. But I just want to give that out to everybody through traction, division, everything, balance of energy systems. So like how they show birds chirp, send signals to the trees. Yeah, I remember seeing that in an ancient horticultural lecture. There you go. That's exactly what it is, unified. You have to understand that they use body movements. All right? They communicate with each other. That's what they do. They have their voicing grids. They center their voicing grids communications of other animals to anything through communication. So if you get one tree that has a squirrel, it's going to communicate with other squirrels on other trees. That's communication. It sets out its line signals, and they use their body motions in a figure 8 motion. So they connect all the infinity cycle systems, and it creates a planet energy system. That's what animals are here for. They connect through planets. They know how to create planets. I know this is, guys, you have to understand what space and divisional levels of atmospheres through time is. Okay, it's think, whoa, animals can create planets? Yeah. Okay, that's why we have animals on the planet. Okay, they don't just roam around for nothing. You have to understand they're extremely powerful. Why do you think we use birds? Why do you think we use birds? Right? Why do you think we have seagulls? Why do you think we have orioles? All kinds of birds, right? Pelicans, Everything is put on this dimensional earth for a purpose. It's all about uprising the vibration of the dimensional earth and keep it in its peace treaty of its cycle, of its infinity 8 system on communication line signals through all plantations of animals. Okay? So we can learn a lot from animals. They create planets. They create stars. Their voicing grids goes into space. And this is going way beyond everything, okay? You guys have to really get into traction divisions of balancing line signals, okay? Because everything through animal, porpoise, mammal, or anything through water containers has a pyramid. It's smaller, but they also have a diamond core. They also have chakra systems. The chakra system is the communication. So they send their voicing grids, all right? Line signals, sharks, okay? What is the purpose to have a shark? What does the shark do? It swims around and eats other fish, right? But you have to understand, other sharks communicate with each other. So because I'm from Lemuria, it's 75% water, everything through its containment, because that's my planet, Lemuria, right? It's a lot of water. It's got 3 moon surfaces. It's got 16 planet division levels and activation cycles. It's got 40,000 pyramids, and it's got ground formations and illumination of the light sky. And it has a center core system of the statue system of Mother Gaia. That's my planet. Understand communication line signals, everything through its connection, right? Anything through a dolphin, anything through water. So you have water like this. So you have the ground, you have a fish, okay? All right, so there's a fish, right? Now, understanding water, what it does through its waving cycles. It's high interforce connections. It's electronic interference, okay? It has an energy field, the fish, right? The fish and its location understand its energy system. So the high location of its vibration goes up into the atmosphere system. The atmosphere system communicates through its birds, okay? You have to understand everything is connected, right? So the fish is communicating with the bird. The bird is communicating through space. The bird is communicating with another bird. All right? And then you get another one. Okay? You get another one. This is a shark. Okay, this is a shark. Shark's coming in. He sees the fish, right? Puts his energy field up. Shark puts his energy field up. Okay? Waving cycles. It's communicating line signals. It opens up its mouth. It eats its fish, right? Once it eats its fish, you have to understand, this is going way beyond anything. This is understand we have underwater cities. This is the connection. So after the shark eats the fish, the sounding waves of its pattern goes up to its division and changes the water division, changes the vibrational system, changes the coloration systems through everything through its connection of its ground formations, right? That's why sharks eat fish. Everything is connected, right? Everything through nature is mysterious. This is going way beyond people, way, way beyond why everything is connected. Now you're understanding more communications when we have oceans. Okay, we created oceans for everybody. We created dimensional Earth. We created the landmass. We created animals. I created humans. So understanding more communications of everything through itself, it's powerful stuff, you know. The aspect of technology is fascinating to me. How animals and, yeah, no, that's exactly what. Everything is connected through energy. Everything's connected to vibration, and everything's connected through all locations or frequencies. All right? But it's powerful how you can get a fish in the water containment. It swims around. Every time it swims around, it changes its water currents. It sets out signals. That signal goes up to its atmosphere, to its connection of its bird. That bird sends out signals to other birds and into space. And again, they create planets. You guys have to understand, that's what it is. That's why we have space. That's why there's so many billions and billions and billions of planets on the Earth. It's not just intelligence. It's everything is connected. We're all connected. And that's the most powerful, powerful message I can give to everybody. Okay? Starting to get those feelings of remembrance, bro. The engineering aspect, that's what you got to do. Yeah, you have to understand that, right? So because I know where everybody is through line signals and line division. Very important to understand these things. So watch this video back. It's very, very powerful. Okay? Just get into its relation, why we have nature, why we have animals, why we have reptiles. Okay? You have to understand why we have a snake. Why does it slither? You have the grass. You have a snake. Okay. So rattlesnake. Okay. Okay, why do we have a snake? Does anybody know? Why do you think it slithers? This is going beyond the mind, people. Why does a snake have it? Everything is connected to the line division when it comes to ground formations, because snakes slither, right? So when they slither, they go around through traction division. And again, they do a figure 8 divisional level, right? That's what they do. They slither around and they go into the core center, and they protect themselves, right? Anything that comes at them, and then they sleep in division. So it goes in a circle like this, and the head rotation is like this. That's how they sleep, right? Sleep like that, right? So it's very important to understand everything through the figure 8 motion comes out of its division through its vibration of its snake. It high rises its division. Once it high rises its division, the snake sends out signals, changes its location of its pyramid system, and becomes a planet system. Okay? Just from a snake, all by slithering through its rotation. So that planet becomes extremely powerful. It connects to another planet division. Okay, it uprides its cycle through its core center. Okay, it puts its information system to its light signals and creates another planet. Okay, so it's mutation, one planet to another planet through locations, all connected through its slithering of its figure 8 motion through its intelligence, right? So it's a lot of fun. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave that with you guys. She is going, wow, this isn't great. So that's just getting more connected in what nature does and why they do these things, because everything through animals, okay, is 90% body motion and 10% perception. Okay, that's their instinct. They live on body motion. Anything through animals, anything through slithering, or anything through water of fish, or anything at all, anything through flyings of birds. They live on perception. They live on motion. They live on body motion. They live on vibration. That's their instinct, right? So anyway, I think that's good. I'm going to set course division level systems, set everybody to locations of pyramid activation code systems. All trace dimension light signals are set in through all divisions. Okay, so love you guys very much. Keep it informative. Watch this video. Try to understand nature. Try to understand the squirrels and how it relates. Go out in the atmospheres and just watch what they do. Understand what they're doing through the light signals. Understand that they're creating shapes. Understand that they're creating numbers. They can go like this. They can go like this. They can go like this, right? Why do you think they chase each other? Fast and round and round and round and round and round. Sometimes they chase their tail. But because they're chasing their tail, you have to understand it's communicating through the grounds. And what's communicating in the grounds, it's high rising vibration, and it's putting into space connection. Okay, so I love you guys very much. Anything you want to know through formations, anything through adaptations, you go through my email, my PayPal, or anything's location. Bye for now.